What if you could completely transform your financial health in just 6 months? It sounds like a bold claim, perhaps even an impossible one, but the truth is that most people are far closer to financial stability than they realize. The problem isn't usually a lack of income, it's a lack of structure. Most people don't realize that small, almost invisible daily habits are secretly destroying their money, slowly leaking wealth through minor subscriptions, unoptimized spending, and the heavy weight of high-interest debt. If you feel like you are working harder than ever, but your bank account remains stagnant, you are not alone. Today, I'm sharing 6 powerful habits that anyone can start immediately to see real, tangible results. These aren't just theories, they are the fundamental pillars of personal finance that bridge the gap between struggling and thriving. Stick around until the end, because I'm also going to reveal a secret habit that most people completely overlook, yet it is the single most important factor in whether you stay wealthy or go back to square one. Before we dive into the habits, we need a quick reality check. Ask yourself some honest rhetorical questions. Are you constantly living paycheck to paycheck, feeling that mid-month anxiety as your balance dips towards zero? Do you feel like your money just disappears into a black hole the moment it hits your account? Statistics show that nearly 60% of adults are living paycheck to paycheck, and a staggering number of people couldn't cover a $1,000 emergency with their savings. This is the reality of the modern economy, but it doesn't have to be your reality. The good news is, it doesn't have to stay this way. Transforming your financial health is actually much simpler than the complex jargon banks use would lead you to believe. It's about taking control of your personal finance journey with intentionality. The first habit and the absolute foundation of everything else is to track every single dollar. You cannot manage what you do not measure. Most people skip this step because it feels tedious or even scary to look at the numbers, and that is exactly why they wonder where their money disappears. Tracking your spending isn't about restricting yourself, it's about gaining awareness. When you see exactly how much you spend on dining out, unused memberships, or impulse buys, you regain the power to choose. You can use digital apps that sync with your bank, a detailed spreadsheet, or even a simple physical notebook. The method matters less than the consistency. By documenting every transaction for 30 days, you will likely find hundreds of dollars that could be redirected toward your goals. This one habit alone can save you thousands over the next 6 months because it eliminates the phantom spending that drains your wealth. Habit number 2 is to automate your savings. We are human, and humans are prone to emotion and temptation. If you wait until the end of the month to save whatever is left over, you will almost certainly find that nothing is left. This is why the pay yourself first strategy is so effective. By setting up an automatic transfer on the day you get paid, you remove the decision-making process entirely. Your savings become a non-negotiable expense, just like your rent or your utility bill. You can start small. Even $50 a pay period makes a difference. Most modern banks allow you to set up recurring transfers to a separate high-yield savings account. Over the next 6 months, this automation builds a safety net without you ever having to feel the pain of saving. I'll show you later how this habit alone can eventually give you 6 months of financial breathing room, allowing you to sleep better at night knowing you are prepared for whatever life throws your way. Next, we must tackle habit number 3, eliminate high-interest debt. High-interest debt, specifically from credit cards, is the #1 killer of financial growth. It's like trying to run a race with a heavy backpack full of bricks. If you're paying 20% interest or more, you aren't just paying for what you bought, you're paying a massive penalty for the privilege of using someone else's money. To conquer this in 6 months, you need a strategy. The debt snowball method involves paying off your smallest balance first to build psychological momentum, while the debt avalanche focuses on the highest interest rate first to save the most money in the long run. Whichever you choose, the key is to be aggressive. Redirect that money you found while tracking your expenses in habit one directly toward these balances. By the end of 6 months, staying disciplined with this habit could save you thousands in interest payments and significantly boost your credit score. Habit number 4 is to invest even a small amount. Many people believe they need thousands of dollars to start investing, but that is a myth that keeps people poor. In reality, the most important factor in wealth building isn't the amount you start with, it's the amount of time your money has to grow. Even if it's just $50 a month, getting into the market is essential. With the rise of fractional shares and low-cost index funds, the barrier to entry has never been lower. Look into simple beginner options like ETFs or retirement accounts that offer tax advantages. The goal here isn't to pick the next hot stock, it's to participate in the long-term growth of the economy. When you invest, your money starts working for you, earning dividends and capital gains through the power of compounding. Even tiny investments made now can grow into life-changing amounts over time, creating a foundation for true financial success. Habit number 5 focuses on the long game. Review and adjust monthly. Financial health is not a set it and forget it system. Life changes, prices fluctuate, and your goals will evolve. Set aside 1 hour at the end of every month to conduct a financial audit. During this time, check what's working and what isn't. Did you overspend in a certain category? Did your automated savings go through as planned? This is the time to adjust your budget, increase your investment contributions if you got a raise, or pivot your debt repayment strategy. Skipping this habit is exactly why most people never see real progress. They start strong but lose focus when life gets busy. This monthly check-in is the secret that keeps you on track and ensures that your habits are actually yielding the results you want. It turns a temporary effort into a permanent lifestyle shift. Finally, habit number 6 is to constantly learn and improve your financial knowledge. The world of money is vast, and the more you know, the less you fear. Make it a habit to consume financial content that educates and inspires you. This could mean reading one personal finance book a month, listening to reputable podcasts during your commute, or following educational YouTube channels. Knowledge is an asset that compounds just like money. When you understand how taxes work, how interest rates affect the market, and how to spot a good investment, you become bulletproof. This habit separates the people who struggle with money forever from the ones who build lasting wealth. It's about moving from a mindset of scarcity to a mindset of abundance through the power of information. Now, for the bonus tip I promised earlier, this is a secret hack that most people miss, and it can accelerate your progress significantly. It's called the double down automation. Once you have successfully paid off a debt, do not absorb that extra cash back into your lifestyle. Instead, immediately take the exact amount you were paying toward that debt and add it to your automated savings or investment contribution. Since you are already used to living without that money, you won't feel the difference, but your wealth will begin to grow at double the speed. It's a simple way to automate your financial upgrades without having to rely on willpower. By automating debt payments and savings simultaneously, you create a powerful cycle of wealth creation that works while you sleep. Taking control of your finances is one of the most empowering things you can do for your future self. It's not about how much you make, it's about how much you keep and how hard that money works for you. By implementing these 6 habits over the next 6 months, you are setting yourself up for a lifetime of freedom rather than a lifetime of stress. You have the tools, the strategy, and the roadmap. Now the only thing left is the action. Which of these 6 habits are you going to start today? Is it tracking your spending, or are you finally going to set up that automated savings account? Let me know in the comments below, as I'd love to hear about your goals and support you on this journey. If you found this helpful and want more practical tips to take control of your money and build a life of financial success, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We have a lot more deep dives coming up on long-term financial hacks and passive income strategies that you won't want to miss. Remember, the best time to start was 10 years ago, but the second best time is right now. Start small, stay consistent, and watch how your life changes in just 6 short months. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one as we continue to build your path to financial freedom.